Jim Stuart is intense.
A gentleman sums up a lot of things.
He's tenacious, he's intimidating.
Very intense on the golf course, very focused.
A steward of the game.
On the golf course, Jim is a competitor.
He's a champion. He's the highest level.
He was not afraid to lose, and that very seldom happened.
No pun intended, he's a real gem.
When you grow up the son of a golf professional, in the days that I grew up, you spent a lot of time working at the country club, picking up the driving range, washing golf carts. When there was extra time, then I'd go out and hit balls or play 9 holes of golf. When I played my first tournament, I was 7 years old, and I beat a 16-year-old kid, and he was going to beat me up. So I kind of had to run away.
I think the story of Jim Stuart would probably start on the golf course and end on the golf course. When he was playing his best, that was pretty much his primary focus other than his family.
Most of the time when he's playing even a casual round of golf, once he gets dressed over the ball, he's serious. Tournament rounds and competition, he very seldom says anything.
Played in a number of tournaments with Jim, and we would say good morning and play good, and then we would ask each other what we were having for dinner, because the round would be over and we would not have spoken very many words at all, and it was primarily due to his intensity on the golf course. If we were driving to the next hole, I'm sure he's probably in his second or third shot. I mean, he pretty much planned his round of golf ahead of time.
I've heard it more than once that Jim doesn't talk much when he plays golf. And I found that over the years of playing with Jim, the reason for that. Jim doesn't come to the golf course to socialize or for recreation. He comes to shoot the best round of golf he can shoot that day.
I think he makes people around him a better player. I think that if you play around Jim, you know you're going to have to be on the top of your game to beat him. I think that you know that you're in a true competition where you can respect the persons you're playing against.
For an amateur, I'd say there are very few that were any better than he was, which his statistics show out during his prime.
And I believe he won the 1990 and 1991 U.S. Mid-Ams, which would have made the 1991 and 1992 Masters. When you think about the back-to-back U.S. Mid-Am titles, there are only 5 Georgians who have ever won back-to-back USGA events. And the most prominent name that I can think of is Bobby Jones, and the other one would be Jim Stuart, and that's pretty elite company.
The night before the first Masters I played in was definitely filled with nerves. Had an early tee time, I think it was around 9 o'clock in the morning. I suspect I woke up about 5. Did need an alarm to help me with that. Obviously the nerves were there, and they manifested themselves when I first got on the tee with Mr. Palmer, and he put his arm around me as we were walking down the fairway, and he said, "You got a lot of friends out here?" I said, "Arnold, there's about 40 people out here concerned about what I'm doing, and the other 40,000 are watching you." And I said, "I'm well aware of that." And he just laughed.
Well, the first year that he qualified, I took a week's vacation and went over to see Jim play. Stayed the whole week over in Augusta, and it was very thrilling for me.
To know somebody personally and somebody that you've played golf with and can compare your golfing abilities to them, and to see them participate at that level was very special.
Well, when I got the call from Mike Waldron telling me I was going to be inducted, I said, wow. I was amazed. Quite an honor.
Jim Stuart is a solid family man, a self-made, successful businessman. He's a steward of the game, and like his father, he's a gentleman.
What I would like to say to Jim on his night of induction is a heartfelt congratulations, because he certainly deserves it. Again, his record speaks for itself.
Jim, congratulations. Well deserved. You've been a steward of the game and a great friend.
Congratulations to something that's well deserved, and I wish your father was here to see this.
Just enjoy the moment. You don't do this but one time, and I'm sure that you're well deserving.
The part I like about golf is if you win yourself. If you lose yourself. So, no one to blame it on.